Okay, so guys, welcome to our conference lesson today. My name is Alistair and I shall be presenting the conference lesson for today. And here it is. It's called Gastronomie, talking about cooking, recipes and restaurants. Sounds good. Okay, well, let's get started. Here is the agenda for our conference lesson. Number 1, cooking vocabulary and expressions. Number 2, useful verbs for recipes. Number 3, visiting a restaurant, expressions. And number 4, asking about a restaurant menu. So guys, if you can, please find a pen and a notebook so you are ready to take notes to check later. We will have a couple of exercises, chat exercises to do today if you wish. So today we will explore cooking, recipes and restaurants in English. We will learn new vocabulary and practice real-life conversations. Let's make talking about food fun and delicious. Okay, sounds good to me. So first of all, some cooking vocabulary and expressions. So here are some vocabulary and expressions related to discussing cooking with a friend. Here we have some opinion expressions. I think this recipe is delicious. In my opinion, it needs more salt. What do you think about this dish? Okay, so these are some opinion expressions. I'm going to repeat those. Have a listen. I think this recipe is delicious. In my opinion, it needs more salt. What do you think about this dish? So we have a vocabulary list of some food adjectives here. Have a listen. I'm going to read through the list twice. Delicious, spicy, sweet, savoury, crispy. Okay, here we go. Another listen to those words. Delicious, spicy, sweet, savoury, crispy. And here are some common expressions related to cooking. Here's a good one. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Too many cooks spoil the broth. The explanation for this expression: if too many people try to manage the same task, it can lead to confusion and poor results. The next expression: this is a piece of cake. This is a piece of cake. Explanation: this means something is very easy to do. It's often used to describe simple tasks. The third expression there: let's cook up a plan. Explanation: to cook up means to create or come up with an idea or strategy, often in playful or a creative way. Okay, let's have a look. So here we have some common cakes in the UK. Victoria sponge. A light sponge cake with jam and cream. A Victoria sponge. A light sponge cake with jam and cream. A lemon drizzle. A tangy, moist lemon flavoured cake. A lemon drizzle. a tangy, moist, lemon-flavoured cake. And the last one there, a Battenberg, a checkered sponge cake wrapped in marzipan. A checkered sponge cake wrapped in marzipan. So cooking brings people together and is a way to share culture and love. Okay, so this is a quote. It is an opinion. Cooking brings people together and is a way to share culture and love. Does anyone have an opinion about cooking that they would like to write in the chat? What does cooking mean to you? If you want to respond, please do so in the chat. If you want to respond, I will give you a moment or two to think about that. What does cooking mean to you? Cooking brings people together and is a way to share culture and love. Okay, so we have someone's jotted into the chat, thank you. It makes me travel. So cooking makes me travel. Absolutely. Cooking can help transport us around the world. Here's another comment in the chat. Cooking is pleasant in family and memories. Okay, so cooking is pleasant with family and creates family memories. Oh yes, another one here. Cooking with my child is fun. Absolutely. Cooking with my child is fun. You're absolutely right. Okay, so some really nice examples, and we often think about cooking as a way to bring people together, often family. Very nice. Okay, well, let's continue, guys. We've got some more to look at today. The next part will be for some useful verbs for recipes. So I'm going to read through this list twice. Here we go for the first time. Chop, mix, boil, bake, fry. Okay, have a listen. I'll repeat those verbs again. Chop, mix, boil, bake, fry. Some very useful kitchen verbs. Here are some more. Stir, whisk, peel, slice, grill. Here we go again. Stir, whisk, peel, slice, grill. Okay, well, we're now going to have a look at two recipes. Okay, so the first recipe here is for pancakes. Let's have a look at the ingredients. 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, butter or oil for frying. Okay, well, let's have a look at those steps. First, mix the flour, sugar and salt in a large bowl. Second, in another bowl, whisk the milk and egg together until smooth. Third, slowly add the wet mixture to the dry ingredients and mix until you get a smooth batter. Fourth, heat a non-stick pan with a little butter or oil. Pour some batter into the pan and fry on medium heat until bubbles appear on the surface. Fifth, flip the pancake and cook the other side until golden brown. And sixth, serve with your favourite toppings like syrup, fruit, or whipped cream. Delicious. Okay, let's check a second recipe, something a bit more savoury in this recipe. Vegetable soup. Let's have a look at the ingredients first. 2 carrots, 1 onion, 1 potato, 2 cups of vegetable stock, salt and pepper to taste, fresh herbs. Optional. Okay, well, let's look at those steps to make vegetable soup. First, chop the carrots, onions, and potato into small pieces. Second, in a large pot, boil the vegetable stock. Third, add the chopped vegetables to the pot and stir occasionally. Fourth, let the soup simmer for 20 minutes until the vegetables are tender. Season with salt, pepper, and fresh herbs if desired. Fifth, enjoy your warm, hearty vegetable soup. Sounds good. I'm getting hungry. Okay, let's check our next screen. So we have an exercise here for you to participate in, if you wish, in the chat. The chat exercise is to fill in the blanks, fill in the spaces. So fill in the blanks with the correct verb from the choices provided. Number 1, first, the carrots into small pieces. 2, then the water in a large pot until it starts to bubble. 3, finally, the soup into bowls and enjoy your meal. Okay, well, people have been putting in their answers into the chat. So for number 1, we seem to say chop. Okay, well, we'll find out in a minute. Number 2, people are saying boil. And 3, serve. Chop, boil, and serve. Well, that looks good. Let's have a look. There we are, indeed. Chop, boil, serve. So, first, chop the carrots into small pieces. Then, boil the water in a large pot until it starts to bubble. Finally, serve the soup into bowls and enjoy your meal. Okay, well done, guys, and thank you very much for participating in that chat exercise. Let's continue now with the next part of the conference, visiting a restaurant. So we're looking at some expressions for visiting a restaurant. And first up today, we have complimenting the waiter. Okay, so some good expressions to compliment the waiter in a restaurant. The food is absolutely amazing. The food is absolutely amazing. This is the best meal I've ever had. This is the best meal I've ever had. Compliments to the chef. Compliments to the chef. So all of these very complimentary expressions that we can pay to the server in the restaurant. Here are some other useful expression structures in English, this time related to food queries. Number 1, what's the special today? What's the special today? Number 2, is this dish spicy? Is this dish spicy? And number 3, can you recommend something vegetarian? Can you recommend something vegetarian? Okay, let's check some other expressions, this time talking about allergies. Okay, so people have food allergies, and these are some expressions that can help us communicate these allergies and understand them too. The first one, I'm allergic to nuts. I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish contain dairy? Does this dish contain dairy? I cannot eat gluten. I cannot eat gluten. So some allergy expressions. Okay. And then we have some expressions related to food requirements. Perhaps not allergies, but food preferences. Number 1, I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat. I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat. Number 2, I'm vegan, so I avoid all animal products. I'm vegan, so I avoid all animal products. Number 3, I don't eat pork for religious reasons. I don't eat pork for religious reasons. And the last one there, number 4, can you adjust the dish to make it less spicy? Can you adjust the dish to make it less spicy? Okay, well, let's move on to the next part here, which is asking about a restaurant menu. So here are some expressions we can ask in a restaurant related to menu questions. Here we go. Number 1, what's in this dish? What's in this dish? Number 2, is this fresh? Is this fresh? Number 3, does it come with a side dish? Does it come with a side dish? Okay, some more expressions related to restaurant questions, this time related to drinks and drinks menus. So number 1, what drinks do you have? What drinks do you have? Number 2, is there a non-alcoholic option? Is there a non-alcoholic option? Number 3, can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water, please? Oh, very useful drinks questions. This time, wow, dessert menu expressions. Okay, so let's have a look at some questions related to some delicious desserts. Okay, number 1, chocolate mousse. Is the chocolate mousse made with dark chocolate? A fruit tart. What types of fruit are used in the tart? What types of fruit are used in the tart? Number 3, sticky toffee pudding. Does the sticky toffee pudding come with custard or cream? Does the sticky toffee pudding come with custard or cream? Oh, so good. I'd love some sticky toffee pudding. Okay, and here we go with some more questions. So asking questions. Custard, crème anglaise. Custard is. Okay, so number 1, which dessert do you recommend? Which dessert do you recommend? Number 2, is this homemade? Is this homemade? Number 3, Can I see the dessert menu, please? Can I see the dessert menu, please? Okay, well, we have another chat exercise for you guys to do if you wish to participate. So again, we want to fill in the blanks with the correct form, the correct item, the correct word. So let's have a look at number 1. I'd like to order the as a starter, please. Now there are 3 options. We've got grilled chicken, soup of the day, or chocolate mousse. So I'd like to order the as a starter, please. Okay. Now let's have a look at number 2. Could I get a glass of with ice? Now our options for this are lemonade, steak, sticky toffee pudding. Okay, so we're looking for the best option for each of those sentences. So that's, yes, it's unlikely to be steak for number 2. You're right. It's a bit funny, that one. But by placing those, it helps to create our clear understanding, of course. So it looks like most of you are putting in the right options. But let's check them on our next screen. And yes, number 1, I'd like to order the soup of the day as a starter, please. So soup is commonly ordered as a starter rather than a main course. And number 2, could I get a glass of lemonade with ice? Absolutely. We're never going to ask for a glass of steak, are we? No. Okay, so I'd like to order the soup of the day as a starter, please. And number 2, could I get a glass of lemonade with ice? Okay, well, thanks again, guys, for your participation in that chat exercise. Here we go. We have some more here. Are you ready? So, number 3, does the come with a side of vegetables or fries? Now, the options for number 3, fruit tart, grilled salmon, or coffee. So, does the come with a side of vegetables or fries? Number 4, what flavours of do you have? Options are pasta, soup, or tea. Very good. And number 5, is the served with a sauce or plain? And your options are roasted duck, cola, or chocolate mousse. Okay, so let's have a look in the chat. Let's see what everyone's saying. And you're all in agreement. Number 3, the grilled salmon. Number 4, tea. And number 5, roasted duck. Let's check those. And you are correct. Well done, everybody. So number 3, does the grilled salmon come with a side of vegetables or fries? What flavours of tea do you have? And is the roasted duck served with a sauce or plain? Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Well, we're close to the end of the lesson today. We just have a conclusion to listen to. So here we go. Thank you for participating in today's gastronomic conference. We've explored key vocabulary and expressions related to cooking, recipes, and restaurant experiences in English. I hope you feel more confident and ready to talk about food, whether you're preparing a meal or dining out. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody, for your attendance today. It's great to have you here. It's been a pleasure to present today's conference. So on behalf of Cercle de Langues and myself, we'd all like to thank you very much for watching. Once again, well done for your participation, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.